Welcome in, Dave Sisewski here with you. An exciting day. It's really loud here right now. It is rivalry week right now. Oxford versus Lake Orion. It's going to be a great day. Stay with us. The first competition today for Oxford and Lake Orion is the 200-meter boys senior medley relay. So going to be a quick race here, but should be lots of excitement. As I said, it is rivalry week. Football teams playing this week, Lake Orion, Oxford, as well as the swim teams here today. We are just about ready to get underway here. If you're tuning in, Lake Orion, Oxford swim meet. It's an exciting week. Lake Orion and Oxford going to also match up in football, so a little bit of rivalry week going here in Oxford High School. And we are underway almost here as the swimmers are getting into the water. As I mentioned, the 200 medley relay. And they are off.
And lane 1, Oxford. Lane 2, Oxford. Lane 3, Oxford. Lane 4, Oxford.
Lane 4 in the lead right now. That is Oxford. As they make the turn, Oxford in the lead. That's in lane 4 there. And the other swimmer is in the water. As I mentioned, 200 medley relay. Pretty quick relay, but lots of excitement here. Oxford still in the lead here, lane 4, as they turn back around. Still lane 4, that's Oxford in the lead. Oxford in lane 3 as well. It's lane 5 right now. That's Lake Orion taking over that lead. Oxford right behind in lane 4. Close race here in 5 and 4. Lake Orion in lane 5. Keep an eye on this. If you're looking at third place too, that's Lake Orion in lane 6. Making the turn here, Lake Orion, lane 5. Little bit of a lead, picking up some more space on that breaststroke. Coming back, Lake Orion a little bit of a more, and then Oxford making up some time. It is neck and neck, lane 4 and 5. Lane 4 is Oxford, Lake Orion in 5. And with that win, that's Lake Orion in lane 5. Right behind was Oxford in lane 4. So neck and neck for our first race there. Doesn't get any more exciting than that. So exciting race there for the 200 medley relay. As we're just about to finish here, lane 8 is in, and that's Lake Orion finishing it up. Be right back to start our next race after this. Stay with us. We are back here getting ready for the girls 200 freestyle. It's going to be Kaylee Harris in lane 5 for Lake Orion, as well as Lake Orion's Jen Manganello in lane 6, if you're keeping track here. So lane 5, lane 6, Lake Orion. And it's just Lake Orion in this race. They are off the 200 freestyle. Just 2 Lake Orion swimmers, Kaylee Harris in lane 5, Jen Manganello in lane 6 for Lake Orion. They are neck and neck in 5 and 6 here as they turn back. Manganello with a little bit of a lead, barely in lane 6 there. Neck and neck for both swimmers. As they make the turn. Lane 5 and 6, as I mentioned, both Lake Orion swimmers neck and neck here. And lane 6, Manganello, Harris in lane 5. They went back and forth. So close, too hard to tell right now, but Harris making the first turn there in lane 5. Harris with a little bit of a lead there in lane 6. And they turn back one more time. Harris picking up more space in front of Manganello. Again, this is heat 1 of the girls 200 freestyle. Harris with the lead over Manganello in that final turn. Here she comes. Just about to finish. All of the preparation that goes into these meets, and these swimmers are doing a heck of a job already. 2 Lake Orion swimmers. And the last turn here. Harris in front. Manganello right behind her. Picking up more room. Harris, that final turn, here they go. Manganello, you can see fatigue sitting in for both swimmers. Harris with some more room, picking up that victory. First place, that's Kaylee Harris for Lake Orion at 38.79. Jen Manganello for Lake Orion just behind her at 37.84. So exciting race there. That is the girls 200 freestyle. That's the heat 2 here in event 2 for the meet with the Oxford Wildcats and the Lake Orion Dragons. There's event 2 in the heat 1, the girls 200 freestyle. And lane 5 right now, that's Ella Cyber for Lake Orion as they make the turn. As I said, the girls 200 freestyle heat 2. Pool full for this race with Oxford swimmers and Lake Orion rivalry week here. What a heck of a job for both teams so far. Right now in lane 3 with a little bit of a lead. That's Allison Mooney for Oxford at 32.46 in that first lap there. Here's Mooney as she spins and turns back. Picking up a little bit more of a lead in lane 4, though. Watch out. That's Jenna Fissler for Oxford right behind her. 2 teammates there. Fissler and Mooney neck and neck as they turn for the next lap here. Mooney with a little bit of a stretch lead. In third right now at lane 6, that's Laura Valentine for Lake Orion. And here they come again, Fissler and Mooney just dominating this so far. But watch out for lane 5. Alice Siebler for Lake Orion right behind. Picking up some ground there is Mooney right behind Jenna Fissler. Fissler barely in that lead. She's trying her best. As you know, they're giving everything for this last lap here. Here comes Fissler, and the crowd is really, really getting into it. Fissler going for that victory. Allison Mooney right behind her. They've led near the whole entire race here, and that's it. Jenna Fissler picking up first, Mooney in second, and lane 6, that's Laura Valentine. Coming in fourth is lane 7, that's Katie Rhodes there. And in lane 8, that's Emma Glemm. She'll take 5th place. 6th place down here is lane 3. That's Allison Mooney. So what a job for both teams there. Excitement all in this gym. As Jenna Fissler takes first place, she led near the whole race there, 29.20 for a total finish of 1 minute, 56 seconds. That's incredible, really. That's the second heat here in the girls 200 freestyle. We'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. Oxford versus Lake Orion. Here we are for the third event, the girls 200 heat 1 here. In the lead right now is lane 5. That's Hope Hicks for Lake Orion. Neck and neck with her is lane 3. That's Lee DeCasperis for Oxford. Casperis and Stevens close here. Stevens trailing right behind. As I mentioned, lane 3 there. Lee Gasparis for Oxford. Gasparis takes the turn here, neck and neck with Delano in lane 4 as well. It's Delano. Lane 5 is Hope Hicks. Lane 6, that's Lauren Prebe for Lake Orion. If you're just tuning in, you missed a great race in the 200-meter freestyle. Lake Orion with a couple first place finishes. Right now in lane 4 is Bella Delano, who's barely got that lead as they're just battling, giving everything they can here. All the build-up, all the anticipation to get sports back. You know these girls are just having a great time. You're seeing them give everything they can, and really, there's no letdown here in the gym. It's been extremely loud. And it always is with Lake Orion versus Oxford. Lane 4 right now in the lead. Bella Delano for Oxford. It's close, so lane 2 is Maddie Stevens. Maddie Stevens taking that back over, fighting with Delano. Delano in lane 4, Stevens in lane 2. In lane 3, right behind them is Descasperis for Oxford. 3 Oxford swimmers battling for that first place finish. And here they go, lane 2. What a turn. That's Maddie Stevens for Oxford. Stevens. And she finishes it. Wow, what a finish. That's first place in lane 3. Second place in lane 5. Third place in lane 4. So lane 3, that's actually Lee Gasparis from Oxford. Lee Gasparis, I misspoke there, with a time of 36.87 with a total of 2:45.27. That's just incredible. So there's our third race there. We'll be right back. Dave Siseski here with you with OCTV's coverage of Lake Orion versus Oxford. Here we are with the third event, the girls 200 Meet one, and they are in the water. Lane 3 right now with a little bit of a lead. That's Addie Bishop for Oxford. They are in that breaststroke. They are neck and neck. I'm going to give that to Lane 3 coming back. That's still Addie Bishop there. Right next to her in Lane 4. That's Grauer Shortstrom for Oxford right on her tail. Wow, these girls are flying. Oxford versus Lake Orion. The opening meet here. Sports are back, and this is neck, neck, and neck. Look at this. Lane 3, Lane 4, Lane 5. That's Bishop in 3. Charnstrom in 4. Lane 5 is Potter. And they are within a arm's distance of each other. Coming back, Lane 4 and 3. Right neck and neck. Bishop. Charnstrom. Charnstrom with a little bit of a lead there, and they turn around. Charnstrom with a good push off there. Bishop right behind her. So it's Charnstrom and Bishop in Lane 5 in 3rd right now. It is going to be Reagan Wolf. Lane 6 right behind. So Lane 3, Lane 4, Charnstrom and Bishop. As they turn back, Charnstrom with a little bit of a lead. Bishop right behind. Here they go. It all leads down to this. Lane 3, that's Bishop. Here we go, last lap here. Charnstrom with the lead. Potter in 2nd in Lane 5. As they turn back. That's Lane 4. Lane 4 is Charnstrom. Charnstrom led for most of this race. Here she goes. Charnstrom, Bishop right behind her. Charnstrom for Oxford. And she finishes with that first place. That's Charnstrom. Bishop right behind her in Lane 5. That's Paige Potter. Wow. What a heck of a job there. We got a last finish here. That's in Lane 1 and 2. Lane 1, that's Salmon O'Haron. And in Lane 8 is Bailey Bartos. So getting that first place victory, that's Grace Charnstrom. Her time in that last lap, 33:37 for a total time of 2:17.66. Incredible. Wow, this has been everything as advertised. Getting sports back, getting swimming back. You can tell that they're excited to be back in this pool. It's been too long for all of us, but that was a heck of a finish there for Grace Charnstrom for Oxford. As I mentioned, 2:17.66. Very impressive. You're watching OCTV's coverage of Oxford Wildcats versus Lake Orion Dragons. Dave Siseski with you here. We'll be right back after this. And they are off. This is the girls' 50 free event, or Heat 1 of Event 4. And Lane 4, is Evelyn Kelso. She has first place right now. Kelso in Lane 4 has a commanding lead, and catching up right like that is Lane 5, Lane 3. Lane 5 is Madeline Perry. Lane 5, is Annabelle Watson. Lane 3 is Madeline Perry. Here they go for their turn back. And with a first place finish, that's Evelyn Kelso. This is going to be a quick race, but wow. Kelso with a finish of 34.81 in second place. Annabelle Watson for Oxford at 36 seconds flat. In third is Anna Waite at 36.74. Good showing here for Oxford. All Oxford swimmers in there actually for that last race, the first of 4. Heat 1 here for the girls 50 free. Here's heat number 2 for the girls 50 freestyle. As I mentioned, that first heat Evelyn Kelso taking first place with 34.81. Just a great showing here for Kelso. Girls stepping up now for heat number 2 of the girls 50 freestyle. And they're in. In lane 3 right now, I give a little bit of a lead. That's Ellie Olheiser for Oxford. Here they go, turning back. And nice spin back there in lane 3. That's Olheiser. Picking up on her is lane 4. That's Brooke Madzuk. Olheiser with the win there. Wow, what a finish for her. Olheiser with 31.28. Right behind her is actually going to be Paige Dell at 31.73. With Madzuk just behind at 32.16. So that heat number 2, our 4th event here for the girls 50 freestyle. Oxford versus Lake Orion. So if you're keeping track here, heat number 2 in the girls 50 freestyle. That's Ellie Olheiser with 31.28. Right behind her, Paige Dell at 31.73. Here's heat number 3 for girls 50 freestyle. 3 Oxford swimmers in the far right lane, left lane, Lake Orion swimmers, and they're in. And lane 4 right now with a little bit of a lead. That's Maya Shelby for Oxford. As they turn back, it's actually going to be lane 3 as Christina Myers for Oxford. Myers picking up some steam here with a great lead. Lane 2 right behind her is Nora Wright. Maya Shelby with that victory. Wow, what a heck of a job there for Maya Shelby. That's 29.22. In lane 3, Christina Myers picking up second place with 30.88. And in third, it's Nora Wright at 31.29. So a heck of a showing here. These girls are giving it everything they've got. Here we go, heat 4 of 4 for the girls 50-meter freestyle. Just one quick lap. Lane 2, 3, and 4, Oxford Wildcats. 5, 6, 7, and 8, Lake Orion Dragons. And lane 3 right now, lane 4 actually, that's Peyton Bailey of Oxford with the lead. Bailey neck and neck with Riley and May. Looks like Bailey might come away with this. And she finishes. That's actually Riley Siebler of Lake Orion at 25.82. Wow. That was a heck of a finish there for Siebler. In second place, that's Laura Mace for Oxford at 27.55. In third, that's Nada Lugaraj at 27.57. That was heat 4 of the girls 50-meter freestyle. So quick race, but a lot of endurance goes into that, as you have to be able to swim a quick lap and do it efficiently, and these girls did a heck of a job. That was our event 4, our heat 4, our girls 50 freestyle. Dave Saseski here with OCTV. We'll be back right after this. We are back. Dave Saseski here with you. OCTV, Lake Orion versus Oxford in the swim meet here. We're getting our first diver. It is Ava Ferguson for Oxford. Ferguson waiting for the okay. That was a forward somersault with a half twist on that dive for Ferguson. Get our second diver here coming in. It's Ella-May Gilling for Oxford. She's going to do a forward somersault and half twist as well. This is a 5-1-2-1D dive. Beautiful job there from Gilling. Again, that's a forward somersault and half twist for Ella-May Gilling from Oxford. Third diver making her way onto the board. It's going to be Kendra Keller for Oxford, doing a forward somersault and a half twist. A 5-1-2-1D dive for Keller. Nice job there from Keller.
Award 16.15. Next diver, exemplary.
3.5, 4.5, 1.5. Fourth diver here is Emily Guetta, doing a forward dive with a half twist. Guetta, a Oxford Wildcat. And here comes our fifth diver making her way to the diving board here. The scores there 3.535 and a 4.0. Here's Olivia Roth for Oxford doing a forward dive and half twist. If you didn't hear that, it's a 5-1-1-1A. Roth with a 5.0, 3.5, 5.0. Next diver, Emma Timms for Lake Orion, doing a forward somersault into a half twist. Nice dive there for Timms. Four 4.5, 5.0, 4.0.
Next diver is Steve. Doing a back somersault, 1.5 twist. Dive is 52.21.
Olivia Roth with the lead right now at 24.3. Kaylee Beebe for Oxford, our seventh diver. Nice dive there, a back somersault with a half twist. Great job by Beebe.
Total.
4.0, 4.0, and a 4.0. Olivia Roth still with that lead at 24.30. Elena Thuss, the eighth diver here, doing a forward somersault and a half twist for Lake Orion.
Award 17.85.
A 17.85 there. Amelia Knotts, the ninth diver from Oxford, doing a forward somersault with one twist. Nice, beautiful dive there from Knotts. As we wait for her score. As I mentioned, Olivia Roth with 24.30. Amelia Knotts, 33.25. She's our new lead.
Next diver is Olivia.
Ava Ferguson doing a back somersault half twist. Nice dive there from Ferguson as we wait for that score. Right now the dive to beat is Amelia Knott, 33.25. That's 18.7 for Ferguson. Amelia Elame Gilling is going to be our next diver. Doing a forward dive is Gilling. Total at 17.85 for Gilling. And the lead right now is Amelia Knotts at 33.25. Gilling at 32.25. Here's Kendra Keller for Oxford doing a back somersault. Total of 16.15 for Kendra Keller on that back somersault. Emily Guetta here doing a forward dive. Nice job there by Guetta, who got a 19.80 on her first dive. Guetta at 40.20. Olivia Roth doing a forward 1.5 somersault dive. Beautiful job there from Roth, who at one time had that lead. She's first dive, incredible, 24.30. And she's back up there on top at 41.90. Emma Timms up here with a forward somersault, one twist. Nice, beautiful there. Had a 5-1-2-2-D dive. She had 22.95 in the last dive. Timms at 47.65. Your new leader right now. Here comes Kaylee Beebe for Oxford doing a back somersault, 1.5 twist. Kaylee at 50.30. And here comes Elena Thuss doing a forward somersault with one twist. At 17.85 on the first dive, this is a 5-1-2-2-D. Great dive there from Thuss. Thuss, a Lake Orion Dragon, as I mentioned, 17.85 on the first dive. See what she gets here in the second. 20.9. That puts her at 38.75. Up next, Amelia Knotts. She'll be doing forward 2 somersaults. She's sitting at 33.25. Beautiful job there from Knotts doing the forward 2 somersault at 104B. Weight on her score, and that puts her in front 73.50. Award of 40.25 on that dive. Ava Ferguson up next, doing a forward 1.5 somersaults. Beautiful job there from Ferguson. As I mentioned, 18.70 in the first dive, 16.80 in the second. Ella Mae Gilling up next, doing a forward 1.5 somersaults. A dive 103C. Great job there from Gilling. The Oxford Wildcat, very impressive here, leading so far is Amelia Knotts at 73.50. Award of 18.4 on that dive, putting Gilling at 50.70. Up next, Kendra Keller doing a forward 1.5 somersaults. That's a tough dive right there. Heck of a job by Keller. And she gets an award of 22.40, sitting at 54.30. And up next is Emily Guetta doing a reverse dive. Getting more difficult as we're going on here. Reverse dive there. Nice job by Guetta. Award of 23.20, putting her at 63.40. Still leading Amelia Knotts at 73.5. With Olivia Roth coming up next, doing a reverse dive for Oxford. Roth with an award of 23.20, putting her at 65.5. And up next is Emma Timms doing a forward dive. Waiting on Timms' award here. She's sitting at 47.65. She gets 18.0, putting her at 65.65. Up next is Kaylee Beebe doing a back dive. Great job there from Beebe on that back dive. Wait on her award as she sits with 50.30. 21.75, putting her at 72.05, just under Amelia. Elena Thuss for Lake Orion doing a forward dive up next. We'll wait and see what Elena gets there. 15.60. Amelia Knotts, the leader with 73.5, up next doing a forward 2.5 somersault. Oh, great dive there from Knotts. As I mentioned, the leader right now at 73.5. We'll wait on her award here, 30. So a much more difficult dive there for Knotts, executing it perfectly, sitting at 103.5. Ava Ferguson up next, doing a back dive, a 201C. Here comes Ferguson here. Great execution on that back dive. I mentioned she's sitting at 35.5 right now. We'll wait on her award. 19.50, putting her at 55 flat. A 4.540 and 4.5. Ella Mae Gilling up next, doing a inward dive. Waiting on that score for Gilling on the inward dive, 19.60, putting her at 70.25. Kendra Keller up next doing a inward dive for Oxford. Good job by Keller there on that inward dive. She's getting an award of 20.3, sitting at 74.6. Up next, Emily Guetta doing a inward dive. An award of 21.7 for Guetta, sitting at 85.10. Number 5 diver here, Olivia Roth, coming up, doing an inward dive.
Next dive is Olivia, inward dive, 401C.
Olivia with an award of 20.3, putting her at 85.40. Up next, Emma Timms doing a forward somersault. Nice job there by Timms. Next diver, Kaylee Beebe, doing an inward dive here for Oxford. Kaylee sitting at 72.5. See what she gets here on that award. 25.20, sitting at 97.25. Good dive there for Kaylee. Up next, Elena Thuss. Elena Thuss doing a forward 1.5 somersaults. Sitting at 54.35 for the Dragons. Beautiful dive there by Thuss. We'll wait on that award at a 103C dive. Nice job there, 20.8, sitting at 75.15. And here's your leader. Up next, Amelia Knott, sitting at 103.5, doing an inward all by 1.5 somersaults. Yeah, she's just flawless there, as you've seen. Perfectly executed for Oxford. Amelia Knotts, 41.80, sitting at 145.3. She'll just sit back there up, and first place, Ava Ferguson back up, doing a backward somersault. Great job by Ferguson with that backward somersault, a 202C dive. Wait on her award. She sits right now at 55 even. Waiting on Judge 2 right now. So we're still waiting here on Judge 2. 4.5 she comes away with, so 19.50, 74.5. As Ella Mae Gilling is up next doing a back dive. She's got a score of 70.25 so far. Great execution there for Gilling on that back dive. That a 201C dive. 3.0, 2.5, 3.5 for 13.50. Not exactly what she'd want, but keep it moving here with Kendra Keller with an inward somersault. That a inward somersault, a 402C dive. We'll wait for our three judges here for the award. .4097 even. Emily Guetta doing a back dive. It's a 201C dive if you're keeping track at home. Guetta with 22.50, sitting at 107.60. Up next, Olivia Roth. She'll be doing an inward somersault. Waiting on our judges here for that award. Great job by Olivia, as she hears it from the crowd. 22.40, sitting at 107.8. Got a 5.5 from Judge 1, 4.0 from 2, and a 4.5 from the Judge number 3. Keeping it moving here with Emma Timms doing a back dive for the Lake Orion Dragons. She got an award of 9.0 there. Kaylee Beebe up next doing a forward 1.5 somersaults. 103C dive for the Wildcat. Beautiful execution there on that forward 1.5 somersaults for Kaylee Beebe. We'll wait on her award here. 29.60. Just great job by Beebe, sitting at 126. Elena Thuss up next doing an inward dive for Lake Orion. 20.30 for Thus on the inward dive. Amelia Knotts, our leader right now at 145.3, will do a back dive for Oxford. Great dive there from Amelia. 27.20, 172.5. She'll stay in the lead right there for Oxford. Ava Ferguson up next doing an inward dive, a 401C dive. Ferguson waiting on her score, 19.60. Sitting at 94.1. Up next, Ella Mae Gilling. She'll be doing a reverse dive for the Wildcats. Gilling, good execution there. Waiting for her score, 16.80, sitting at 100.55. Kendra Keller up next, doing a reverse dive. The 301C dive, if you didn't hear. Waiting for the award for Keller here. She gets a 20.8. Emily Guetta doing a back somersault right now for Oxford, sitting at 107.6 for a total award so far. An award of 18 there for Guetta. Up next, Olivia Roth doing a back dive. She's got a total of 107.80, a dive 201C here. Award of 22.5 for Olivia. And up next is Emma Timms doing an inward dive. It's a 401C dive. She's sitting at 95.65 so far. An award of 22.4. Had a forward 2 somersault there for Kaylee Beebe. She's hearing it from the crowd here, 126.85. An award of 28.6. Elena Fuss here doing a back dive for Lake Orion. She's at 95.45 so far on the awards.
Back dive there for Elena Thuss, 15.75 on the award.
Next step is Amelia. Buddha back, somersault. 1.5 twists. The dive 52.23 B.
Amelia Knott's doing a back somersault, 1.5 twist here at 172.5. She is your leader right now.
Award 40.25.
She's getting an award of 40.25 is Amelia. She's your leader right now. And that's it for diving. As we're going to get the new swimmers in there for warm-up. We'll take a break. Lake Orion versus Oxford. Dave Sosewski here with you with OCTV. We'll be back right after this. We are back here with you for the 6th event between the Oxford girls versus the Lake Orion Dragon girl swimmers as well. This is the 6th event. This is going to be the 100-meter butterfly. We'll give you names and lanes here in a second. And they are off. Right now, lane 5 with the lead. Waiting on some names here. Lane 5 in the lead here. Lane 4 right behind her. This is the 100-meter fly. Lane 4 in the lead right now. Excuse me. Lane 5. Lane 5 in the lead. Final turn here. In the first heat of 6. With a commanding lead. And lane 5 with a time of 1:02.89, 32.99 on that last lap. Second place finish there at 36.81, a total of 1:08.32 at the 100-meter fly.
Girls 25 easy. 25 easy.
Our next event will have some names up there, hopefully, so we can tell you finishes, but we'll take a quick break here. As I mentioned, we're in the 100-meter fly OCTV covering Lake Orion Dragons versus the Oxford Wildcats. Dave Sosewski here with you. Stay with us. Event 7 will be the 100-meter freestyle. This is heat 1. We have swimmers in 3, 4, 5, 6.
Stand up.
And they're in. In lane 3, we have Allie Sturmish. Lane 4, Madeline Perry. Lane 5, Caitlin Woods. Lane 6, Medell Delaney for Oxford, all Oxford swimmers here. In lane 4 and 5 going back and forth. Looks like lane 4 right now with the lead. That's Madeline Perry. Caitlin Woods right behind her. Perry, Woods, and Delaney all neck and neck. Lane 4 is Madeline Perry, and Perry with that final turn. Here she goes. Perry right behind her in lane 5. That's Caitlin Woods. Woods just behind Perry. It's Perry and Woods going back and forth here for Oxford. Perry with a quick turn, picking up some room there in lane 4. Madeline Perry. Here she comes. Can she hold off Caitlin Woods? Woods, Perry, back and forth. Perry just a bit out in front. She'll stretch out here, and she'll take the win there. Madeline Perry, Caitlin Woods right behind her. Perry with a time of 44.22 in that last lap, 1.2524 to pick up the first place victory for Oxford. We'll take a quick lap here. So good performance there for Madeline Perry getting the first place finish in the 100-meter freestyle swim. We are in event 7 for the 100-meter freestyle. Heat number 2. And they are all off, all Oxford swimmers here. In lane 5 with a little bit of a lead, that's Alexis Johnson. Johnson with the lead. Right behind her, lane 6, is Kaylee Cummings. Kaylee Cummings and Johnson. They are even right now. Here they go for the last turn here. Johnson just in front of Cummins. Johnson, nice spin there. They are right next to each other. It's going back and forth between the two teammates here. Johnson with a little bit of a lead. Going back with Cummins. Johnson starting to pick up a little bit more room here. And here she comes. Right behind her, though, Cummins. And she's picking up some steam. This is going right back and forth. This is going to go to the finish here. Cummins picking up some room. Johnson trying to get this victory. Here she goes. It's going to come down to the reach here, and there's Johnson picking up the win. Great job there by Alexis Johnson, finishing at 116.91, right behind her. Her teammate, Kaylee Cummins, at 118.59. Great heat there in the 100-meter freestyle. 3 of 4 coming up here in the girls' 100-meter freestyle. And they are off. All Oxford swimmers in the first 4 lanes, 5, 6, 7, Lake Orion Dragons. Lane 4 right now in front. And it's Nora Wright for Oxford. Wright and Paige Dell for Oxford, back and forth. Dell just behind Wright with a little bit of a lead here for her teammate. Here they go, one last turn. Dell and Wright going back and forth. Wright with a nice turn there. Dell looks like she's got a little bit of that lead, but as soon as you turn your head, right behind her is Wright in lane 4. There's Wright and Dell back and forth. Dell, lane 2. Dell swimming strong. Look at her finish. It's going to be so close here. Dell and Wright coming down to the end. Dell in lane 2 reaches out. That's Wright in lane 4. Nora Wright with a time of 109.56. And lane 2, that's Paige Dell at 110.16. Right behind them, Madison Gordon in lane 5 at a time of 113.61. It's our heat 3 of 4 in the 100-meter freestyle. Here's event 7, heat 4 of 4, the girls 100-meter freestyle race here. It's our last of the 100-meter freestyle. Oxford swimmers in lane 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. We have Lake Orion Dragons. Lane 4 right now with a nice lead. Lane 5 right behind her. Lane 4, that's Jenna Fisser for Oxford. Lane 5, Riley Cyber, Lake Orion. We have a head-to-head matchup between a Dragon and a Wildcat. This is going back and forth. 4 and 5 right now. Got to give it to lane 4. That's Jenna Fisser for Oxford. Right behind her, though, lane 5. That's Riley Cyber. Fissler and Cyber back and forth. Fissler with that lead. Here she goes. Can she hold off Cyber? Fissler swimming strong. Cyber right behind her trying to make up some time. Fissler coming down to the end here, and she will get the win. Wow. Fissler and Cyber flying through the pool in the last of the 100-meter freestyle. That heat 4 of 4. Coming in third is Reagan Wolf for Oxford with a score of 101.17. If you're writing or keeping score, Fissler with a time of 54.17. That's incredible. That's just incredible. This event number 8, 500-meter freestyle, just one heat. And they are off. Lane 2, we have Ella Ohiser. Lane 2, Allison Mooney. Lane 4, Maya Shelby for Oxford. Paige Potter for Lake Orion. Ella Cyber for Lake Orion. Rose Corliss in lane 7 for Lake Orion. Lane 5 and 6 head-to-head. 5 right now, a little bit of a lead. That's Maya Shelby with Paige Potter right behind her. So Oxford, Lake Orion going back and forth. Five and 6, back and forth. Potter and Seibler. Potter and Cyber just dominating right now. They're neck and neck, but in a commanding lead. It's going to come down to Cyber and Potter for sure. Granted, there's not a colossal collapse here. In lane 6, right now with the lead, that's Ella Cyber. Paige Potter right behind her. Ella Seibler passed up Paige Potter there in lane 6. Again, this is a 500-meter freestyle, so a lot longer of a race, but it's just like cross country. They're made to do this. They have the endurance for it. They have the stamina. They're used to these long swims, as you would be if you were a cross country runner running long distance. It's just something that you train for. So although it's a tougher race, this is what they train to do. So in a commanding lead, almost lapping some of the racers out there. That's Potter and Seibler. Right now, it's looking like Potter picking up some room there. Excuse me, that's Seibler in lane 6 with some room. So in lane 6, Seibler over Potter. Seibler, here she comes. You can imagine all of the preparation into this type of race as well. That is just such a tough race for your lungs, your endurance, being able to breathe. You have to have perfect execution. And then on top of that, you want to win. So the competitiveness of these swimmers is at an all-time high, especially when they haven't been able to swim or compete with the pandemic going on. Here she goes, lane 6. What an incredible job for Paige Potter. Paige Potter, the Lake Orion Dragon, for another turn. It's actually Seibler who passed her up. Potter in second place there. So really they were neck and neck for a while. But Seibler was able to create some space. In fourth right now, Maya Shelby for Oxford. And in fifth, Ellie Olheiser. She's had a lap time of 44.49. That's Seibler in first place, 32.50 that last lap, 4:14.66 right now. It's the only heat of event 8, the 500-meter freestyle. Great job by all of these girls, all of these swimmers. And you got to feel the fatigue at this point as well. I mean, you hear your coaches out there, but do you really hear them, right? You're fatigued. You're trying to win. You competed all night here, and this being the longest race here. Here's Seibler. Seibler trying to finish. Coach is cheering her on. Here she goes. And what a finish for Seibler. Wow. Seibler with a finish of 5:17.16. Right behind her is Paige Potter in second place. Potter with a final time of 5:30.60. This is a great job by both of those girls, as I mentioned, just keeping your composure. And when you get riled up like that, you get amped up, it's going to mess with your breathing. So you really have to keep calm, keep composure, and that's exactly what Potter and Seibler did there. Great finish for both girls. So that the only heat in event 8 here. We're still waiting for a close finish. Lanes 2 and 3. Lanes 2, Ellie Olheiser. 3, Allison Mooney. And lane 7 is Rose Corliss. That's lane 7 there, finishing Rose Corliss at 6th. with a time of 6:32.08. And lane 3, Allison Mooney with that third place finish of 6:33.82. And lane 4,
Come on, you got it.
that's fourth place, Maya Shelby.
Whoa, you got this.
As we're almost ready to wrap up this final heat, the only heat in event 8, the 500-meter freestyle. Then we'll go to the 200 freestyle relay. So a good finish there. Great job. The winner today is Ella Cyber, followed by Paige Potter. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back for the next event, the 200 freestyle relay. David Siseski here with you. We're back here, OCTV's coverage of Lake Orion versus Oxford. Here's we just did the 500-meter freestyle. The 200 freestyle relay is on right now. We got 3 swimmers, 2 Oxford, 3 Oxford swimmers actually in there in lane 2, 3, and 4. This is the 200 freestyle relay. Right now in first place is lane 4. It's been a really good event here. Oxford Lake Orion showing up for this. It's our first coverage all year of swim as we've been in a pandemic, but it's good to have sports back here and making some noise here. Both teams in the stands for their fellow swimmers as well. It's been a lot of fun. Lane 4 with the lead. There they go. Changing swimmers again. This is the 200-meter freestyle relay. Up next, the 100-meter backstroke. All 3 teams in there for Oxford. Lane 4 with a commanding lead so far. That'll be lane 4 there with the first place, and with lane 2 coming in second. All Oxford swimmers waiting for some names here, and lane 3 finishing and third.
Up next is event 9, girls 200 yard freestyle relay. This is going to be heat 2 of 2.
Here's heat number 2 of 2 for the 200 freestyle relay. We'll have some Oxford and Lake Orion swimmers in there. Starting in lane 3, we have lane 3, 4, lane 2, 3, and 4 Oxford swimmers. 5, 6, 7 Dragons and lanes following.
Lane 2 we have Oxford. Lane 3 we have Oxford, Lake Forest.
And they're off to the races. Wow.
Lane 6 we have
All neck and neck here for this 200-meter relay.
and lane 8 we have Lake Orion.
Lane 6 and 7, neck and neck. Lake Orion versus Oxford here. Lake Orion, Oxford, lane 6 and 7, back and forth. Lane 5 right behind them. This is going to be a great finish here. Lane 5, 6, and 7, all neck and neck. And they're just flying here for the event 8, the 200-meter freestyle relay. This is heat 2 of 2 here. Lane 5, 6, and 7. Lane 6 picking up some steam here. That's the Oxford Wildcats. Excuse me, that's the Lake Orion Dragons there in lane 5. If you're just tuning in, it's been a heck of a night here. Lots of excitement. If you can't hear it, well, you'd have to be here to experience it. A heck of a finish here for Lake Orion and Oxford. We just watched the 500-meter freestyle. That was extremely exciting. And then you get the shorter races, the 100-meter freestyle and the event here, the 200-meter freestyle relay. This was heat number 2 of 2. Lake Orion with the first place finish there. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us. Lake Orion versus Oxford. It's been a heck of a time here. Lake Orion with a great showing, but Oxford, it's really nice to see them coming back after so long during this pandemic. Sports is back. OCTV is back. Thanks for joining us tonight.